Performance-based advertising is the only type of advertising any business owner should be doing ever. I don't care how good your retainer-based marketing agency is. I have worked in 6 different marketing agencies as either a partner or employee, and I can tell you firsthand that the only time your account rep cares about you individually getting results is when they get paid based on the results that you get. Specifically, there's a pricing model where the agency gets anywhere from 10 to 30% of your revenue or profit, and the account rep gets a percentage of that as well. This means the more results they drive, the more they get paid. It was the only time that I saw an account manager willingly stay after 5 p.m. It was the only time. I'd never seen it before or after that pricing model, and that is why I recommend and I use that pricing model when evaluating, hiring, and using marketing agencies. Now, I usually don't spend any time talking about myself in these videos, but I think it is incredibly important for understanding exactly how I have come to this conclusion. My name is Elias, and I spent the vast majority of my life planning on either becoming an architect or an HVAC technician. I was trained to be an HVAC technician for 4 years, and I never ended up pursuing architecture because I did this first. The things I enjoy tend to be marketing and hiking and animals, and those things offer me a lot of fulfillment. But what I care most about is a standard of excellence in everything I do. The reason that I care about cleanliness is because it reflects my state of mind and who I am if my space is clean. When I go on a hike, if I say I'm going to do 12 miles, I will do 12 miles or more. I won't do 11 and call it good. And this has reflected itself in the way that I work. While I was training for an HVAC technician role, I spent 4 years and had a perfect service record that entire time because I refuse to make mistakes. And I expect marketing agencies to be held to that same standard because not only are they holding your business in their hands, but they should be compensated based on the results that they drive. And if they have a standard of excellence, those results will be good. If they do not, then those results will be bad. A performance-based marketing agency, what it actually is a marketing agency that gets paid based on the results that they're driving, and this is usually in one of 2 different ways. Either it is a per result basis, meaning per appointment book, per lead generated, per sale generated, they get paid a set amount, say $100 per appointment, or it is a percentage-based compensation, where it is a percentage of ad spend, revenue, or profit. My personal preference is a percentage of profits generated because it creates the most realistic results and the most fair split for the agency owner. The reason I prefer this over a specific per result standard pay model is because it doesn't matter if they get you 1,000 appointments. If you don't close any of them, you didn't make any profit and you still had to pay for the appointments. So that's why I prefer a percentage-based model. But there are 3 things that are required for this model to work. The first one is that the agency has to actually be able to run good, profitable advertising. It means they need to know what they're talking about. You can validate this in a couple of different ways that we'll talk about in about 2 minutes. The second thing is that you want to have trackable metrics and a specific goal in mind. If your goal is sales, you want to be able to track how many sales are coming in directly from that advertising campaign. If it is leads, same deal. You want to know what you're tracking, how much it is worth to you, and what your goal is. And the third thing is that you need to have margins that support both ad spend and paying out a marketing agency. If you have 1% margins, you have to generate a $1 million revenue ad campaign to get that 10% of profits paid out to your agency to bill them $1,000. And this is not sustainable. But if you have 30, 40, 50% margins, then it is. You can afford both ad spend and an agency payout cost. So how do you assess if these things are right for you? While some of these are somewhat self-explanatory, like tracking, do you have tracking? Some of them are less self-explanatory. How do you know before you hire them if the agency is going to have good results? In my opinion, there are 2 different ways. The first is validating the information that they have ahead of time. This can be done through third-party reviews, or it can be done by looking at the information that they publicly showcase on their website. For example, we have a resources page and we have a Trustpilot. Both of those showcase our information capabilities. The second way that you can validate it is through a free trial. Either one of those works, but both of them combined are going to give you the best results. And the third thing is assessing your margins. Make sure that you understand what your cost of goods sold is, what your ad spend is, what your CPA is, etc. And if your margins tend to be below 30%, how you can improve your margins by improving your offer structure. This is done through continuity offers, which is effectively a subscription, upsells, which get them to purchase a second, more expensive thing after that first initial purchase, an add-on add-on, which increases the initial order value of that first purchase, and an attraction offer, which gets more people interested in your first one. For example, for me, my continuity offer is just my base offer. Everything is a subscription with a marketing agency because I continue to do marketing month over month. Then I do have an upsell. If you want sponsored posts from content creators who have big audiences, I charge a little bit of extra money to broker those sponsorship agreements. This is because it takes extra time and money, and so it allows me to charge a little bit extra because it's a much higher level marketing offer. The third thing is an add-on. I do have a couple of softwares that are not required that I offer to facilitate and manage for you in return for a small add-on cost. Finally, we have the attraction offers, which gets more people interested. For me, that's the free trial and the fact that it's performance-based. I like to be very transparent with my pricing and with my offers, so if any of that doesn't make sense, feel free to ask me in the comments below. But this is the idea, that you want a performance marketing agency that gets paid based on a percentage of profits generated, that does not have a required upfront cost to start, ideally has a free trial and third-party reviews and public information showcasing that they know what they're talking about, and a person that you can trust to care about your individual results, not only because they get compensated for it, because they are a good person. If that all sounds like something you'd be interested in, I encourage you to fill out the form below, or if nothing else, spend some time Googling the best performance-based marketing agencies, because I know they're 1 out of 1,000, but if you find the right one for you, it is so worth it. Good luck, and have a great day.